Hello and welcome to DigiPrub Videos. Today, let's talk about Ahmedabad or Ahmedabad, a busy urban metropolis, an educational center, a textile hub, and a city with a glorious past. Ahmedabad is a popular and one of the most significant places of Gujarat. Before we begin, new viewers subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates. So, now let us have a look at 10 amazing places to visit in Ahmedabad. Number 10. Calico Museum of Textiles. One of the foremost and finest textile museums in the world, Calico Museum of Textiles is also a celebrated institute in the Indian textile industry. Designed in ethnic Gujarati Haveli architecture, it boasts of a collection of fabrics from across the country and exemplifies handicraft textiles spanning 5 centuries. The textiles were collected with the aim of empowering the textile heritage of India and creating awareness. The collection has now turned into a repository with various patterns and colors and has developed into an institute ideal for scholars from across the globe to study these textiles and gain an in-depth knowledge of them. The textiles include court textiles used by the Mughals, regional embroideries, tie-dye textiles, and religious textiles. Number 9. Adalaj Stepwell. Located in the village of Adalaj and built in the year 1499 by Queen Rudabai, this stepwell served as a place for relaxation for pilgrims and caravans in the earlier years. A unique feature of this stepwell is that out of the many stepwells in Gujarat, this is the only one with 3 entrance stairs. Since direct sunlight does not reach the interiors of the well, the temperature inside the stepwell is apparently 6 degrees cooler than the outside. The walls are beautifully carved with various mythological scenes. Number 8. Auto World. Auto World Vintage Car Museum in Ahmedabad is one of the best car museums in the world, which houses a world-class collection of vintage cars, antique vehicles, utility vehicles, motorcycles, and buggies. Even after so many years of its formation, the museum houses a sizable amount of vintage cars of famous brands like Mercedes, Cadillacs, Ford, Lancias, etc. The oldest antique here is the 1903 model of Fiat. Also, there is a cafeteria in the museum where one can see people of same interest chatting about their fetish for cars. These vintage cars contribute a lot to the heritage of India because many of these belong to Indian Maharajas. The museum also offers the facility to drive any of the vintage cars. Visitors will have to pay around 500 rupees for 3.5 km drive in any of the old cars of their choice. Number 7. Hathi Singh Jain Temple. Named after its founder, Seth Hathi Singh, who was a Jain merchant, the temple is a popular Jain temple dedicated to the 15th Jain Tirthankar named Dharmnath. It is known for its spectacular architecture, style and design and is built using beautiful white marble. With the dome on the front porch and featuring 2 stories, the temple is one of the most splendid Jain temples in India. Another amazing feature of the temple is the tiled courtyard with 52 shrines. There is an iron safe in the basement of the temple that has a logo of Queen Victoria flaunting Gujarati jewelry. It's a must visit for all religiously inclined visitors. Number 6. Sardar Patel Museum. A museum and exhibition center dedicated to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. This national memorial is housed in the Moti Shahi Mahal in Shahi Bagh. This memorial displays the Indian national flag designed by the Indian National Congress in the year 1930 and is one of the major attractions of the museum. It also has portraits of Patel and his family and friends during the Indian struggle for freedom. Number 5. Akshardham Temple. One of the largest temples in Gujarat, dedicated to Lord Swaminarayan and spread across 23 acres of land, the majestic Akshardham Temple is built using 6,000 tons of pink sandstone. The temple is an architectural marvel and a perfect blend of art, culture, education, devotion, and exhibition. In an effort to educate visitors, 3 exhibition halls are set up in the temple premises. The Akshardham temple is surrounded by a garden named Sahajanand Van, which houses rides, swings, and games for kids, a lake, a waterfall, and a herbal garden. Number 4. Siddhi Sayyed Mosque. Built in the year 1573 by Siddhi Sayyed himself, Siddhi Sayyed Mosque is not only one of the most popular mosques in Ahmedabad, but also one with the most ornate structures. The mosque was built in the same year when the Sultanate of Gujarat stopped to exist. Interestingly, this mosque is a little different from other mosques in Ahmedabad and boasts of a screen carved out of a single rock. Another highlight of the mosque is its 10 semicircular lattice-work windows that catch the eye of one and all. The 2 bays of the mosque have stone slabs carved as intertwined trees and palm motif which look absolutely stunning. Number 3. Sabarmati Riverfront. Ahmedabad is embracing its riverfront of Sabarmati River and the results are refreshing. From scenic walks to the concert venue to water sports activities, one might be surprised by what the Sabarmati Riverfront is offering. This 10.4 km long riverfront stretch consists of the walkway over the river Sabarmati and houses gardens, amusement parks, golf courses, and water sports park. Every year in the month of January, the Sabarmati Riverfront is decorated to celebrate the International Kite Festival. Hugging the rim of the river, Sabarmati Riverfront is the most visually stunning bay in Gujarat. Number 2. Sabarmati Ashram. Once the residence of Mahatma Gandhi and his wife Kasturba, Sabarmati Ashram is the site where Gandhiji started the famous Dandi March from. Situated 5 km north of Ahmedabad's centre, it is located on the tranquil and serene stretch of Sabarmati River. Also referred to as the Gandhi Ashram or Satyagraha Ashram, it is believed that Mahatma Gandhi chose this site for it is located between a prison and a cemetery, and a Satyagrahi is likely to end up in one of these. In gratitude of the substantial impact Dandi March had on the Indian independence movement, the Indian government has recognized the Sabarmati Ashram as a national monument. The Mahatma Gandhi Ashram has a number of other establishments within its bounds. The most famous among them is the museum Gandhi Smarak Sangrahalaya, which has some of Gandhi's personal letters and photographs on display. Number 1. Kakaria Lake. Earlier known as Hauz-e-Kutub, Kakaria Lake is the biggest lake in Ahmedabad. Once a bathing place for Badshahs, it now boasts of an island garden in the center of the lake with a summer palace called Nagin Wadi. Food corners and pathways to walk around make it an ideal place for both families and couples. It also serves as a popular picnic spot. Look forward to laser shows and boating towards the evening as you enjoy the beautiful sunset at Kakaria Lake. So friends, this was about Ahmedabad. See you next time with another beautiful city. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Each of your thumbs up tells us to do better. And don't forget to like and share this video. Thanks for watching.